There is literally nothing more rewarding than a 1v1 game. I think fighting games are like the most competitive genre. That's the thing though, right? Like, having to care about your teammates is so corny. One of the main reasons I swapped to fighting games is because it's 1v1. No one can ever take anything from you. I think like every other competitive genre kind of has that problem of not being 1v1. I just want to be a fighting game main. I'm tired of solo queuing bad teammates on shooters. Bro, that is literally the reason I swapped to fighting games. Like, this is the genre to play if you're a solo player. It's so nice over here. If I play solo in 4, I ain't gonna worry that. But I ain't really competitive in shooters. That's true. A battle royale can provide that for you, right? But the thing about solo battle royale is you're playing against 100 other people. No matter what, the odds are so F for you. And then you make all those players competitive players, it's BS. Third parties, etc., RNG loot, those games have their faults too, even if you're playing solo. Tired of cursing out my teammates on open mic, it hurts my mental. You're one of those players that curses people out on open mic. That's actually hilarious. Bro, I could never. I slash mute all, because I get too angry. I got banned. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anyone. I got banned when I was 13 in League for telling someone to themselves. I was a little menace, bro. But then I got my mental back real quick. But to do that, I had to slash mute all. I had to turn off chat. I can't interact with people. I can't ignore it. Like, I have to turn off chat. Crashed out for real. I was 13, bro. I need to play some MK. They got open mic in that game. I hate coming home from work and then top frag. All my teammates are 5 and 10 and are ass. Yeah. Team games are whack, bro, I'm telling you. If you're actually, like, a competitive person, team games are so cringe. Just play fighting games. Every time my friend complains about his League teammates, I can literally just say, just play fighting games, bro. Because that's what I do. That is the end game of competitive gaming, bro. 1v1. When you realize, like, truly you will never have it as good as you can unless you're playing 1v1. Team games just open you up to cancer. Like, fighting games allow you to improve over time at your own pace and keep your skill and know you're always one at fault. Yes, characters can be broken. Like, Versusia is clearly broken as shit and is a bad matchup. But nothing will beat knowing that you, like, did everything you could. You know what I mean? I'll take a bad dog shit matchup, Versusia matchup, any day over teammates. It's just the worst kind of variable is teammates. Am I gonna stream 2x kill? Yeah. It's gonna be my main game. I love Granblue so much though. I'm gonna feel awful when I have to drop Granblue. Sandy is such a cool character. The thing is, everyone's gonna be playing 2 scale. Like, I'm gonna be out here, a little me. I'm gonna be competing against people like Sonic Fox for like majors and stuff, bro. And like LK and Diaphone, the goats, like the actual goats. Everyone is playing 2 scale. But I wonder truly how long these people are going to stick with 2 scale. I have a theory. I think a lot of the people that think this game is gonna be like the new thing and are gonna swap to it to main it, I think they're gonna drop it after a year. Because I don't think it's gonna be as big as people thought. It's still gonna be one of the top fighting games. One of the top 4 fighting games, guaranteed. Probably top 3. But I don't think it's gonna have as much reach as people think. I think it mainly appeals to League players. I think League players are low-key stingy. I think a good amount of people will swap, but yeah. I'm very curious to see how many people stick with it after like a year. But it's definitely gonna be my main thing. Just because I was a League player, bro. You know, that is my thing. But the competition is gonna be very, very hard. It's gonna be the main tag game for a long time, so a lot of people are gonna play it. But if you're playing it for a long time, who cares, bro? I could be competing as Michael Jordan, it don't matter, bro. Like, it's a solo journey. A lot of casuals join to play a fighter for the first time but drop it after. That's true, yeah. There's gonna be a lot. The thing is, there's gonna be like a decent amount of people that switch and are like, yo, fighting games are tight. But there's gonna be majority, like 70, no, like higher, like 90% of people, because League has so many players, are gonna play it and be like, this game is ass, I hate fighting games, bruh. Like, 99% of people do not get past the initial phase of learning what their character can do and learning one combo in fighting games. Most people are like, what happening? What happening? I'm pressing button, auto combo, nothing happening. This game is ass. It's not that fighting games are too hard. It's not even that their tutorials are ass, because other games' tutorials are ass. It's two things. It's two things. One thing is, when you can play a game with your friends and learn a game with your friends, that helps so much. Probably a lot of people, including me, that got really good at fighting games is because they got to be able to play that beginning stage against their friends. I got to play 300 hours of Dragon Ball, my first fighting game, playing just the B&B. I got to actually understand the game through that. I got to play League multi-queue with my friends. That's how I learned that game. You can't do that in this game. So I think the will to learn a game that is difficult solo, I think people don't want to do that. I don't think it's that it's more difficult than other games. I think people don't want to learn something that's difficult solo. I think it's hard to sell that to someone. I think that is the main reason people don't get into fighting games. I think the incentive is not there unless you're a very competitive person. Too many goddamn sweats, I'm tired of getting my ass beat. Yeah. That is a perspective 99% of people are gonna have. I think competitive fighting games, I think fighting games are just a competitive genre. I think it's very hard to get into them if you're super casual. People do it though. You don't got people to blame? That's a part of it too. That's definitely a part of it as well. But I think it's less a part of it because people will just blame like the systems and stuff. But it's definitely a part of it. I feel like it's mostly that people just want to be able to flex with their friends and play with their friends. I think the solo experience is really hard to sell. I don't think a lot of people want to dedicate time to get over the learning curve. It's a huge learning curve. Like, I feel like when you're a new fighting game player, you can't see shit, bro. It is hard to see. Like, all you know is mash. That's all you can do. All you know is mash. You can't even get a combo out. The game feels like you're like so restricted, but then it's like one of the best feelings to really know your fighting game character. It's so different. It's such a different genre from what people are used to. People are used to aiming and shooting and pressing their buttons, right? Fighting games are not intuitive. Like, you have to learn a very different skill. There's no other game like this genre to be able to pick up fighting games. Like, you have to have the fighting game skill to pick it up. You're not going to understand it unless you play fighting games before. Fighting games are not harder than most games. I agree. It's a mental of practicing in the lab and most people on the easy way out. Yeah. I have a friend who all he would do is lab, but then it's like translating that to game is hard. And it's true, when you are starting out in a fighting game, you just want to lab because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're like, bro, I have to spend all my time in the lab to learn this shit. But it's like, I think people don't have the help to understand. Learn your moves, learn your special moves, and learn one combo, and then play the game. And that is how you learn every fighting game. Every single one. And I think new players don't know that. So they don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to learn shit in the lab, and they think that they have to learn all these combos and stuff. And then it's very demotivating. Teach me your ways, truly. The ways are bash your head against the wall for 1,000 hours. Probably 500. It'll be vibing. Granblue doesn't have a lot of content. I mean, bro, the most OP thing about Street Fighter is how much content it has. Like, you can learn anything about that game. Probably Tekken too. But the best way to get good at the fighting game is... I feel like coaching is pretty important for games that don't have good YouTube content. It's like Granblue. Doesn't have a lot of content you can learn on. There's a couple of videos that I found that are really good. So, either like watching content on important stuff, watching how streamers play, or getting coaching is very helpful. But it's usually about learning your most important stuff. So what is the most important stuff when you play a fighting game? You need to know how to do one combo. So for Granblue, you need mid-screen combo. Okay, you're done. They're very simple, right? And then you need a corner combo. And then you're good. You don't need to think about combos for a long time. And then it's just knowing your moves, right? So, okay, Sandy has a fireball. He has a stance. He has this lunge special. He has a DP. Can I get those moves out consistently? Yes. Okay, what's next? Go into game. Realize that 6XL is really good. Realize that plus frames into pressure is how you play this game. And it's a strike-throw game, right? So you do a light and you do a throw. Or you do light and you keep pressing on them. If you know to do plus frame into throw, plus frame into frame trap, or plus frame into keep taking your turn with 6XL shit, then you'll get very far in this game. And it's like, with every single game, the stuff that carries over is stuff like learning your combo, learning how to open people up. Oki. In Street Fighter, people don't do Oki until, like, Diamond, bruh. Like, when you get a knockdown, how do you get your turn back and keep your turn, right? When you get a hit, are you keeping your turn and continuing to pressure them or not? It's like, there's certain universal stuff that you want to learn in any fighting game, and that's how you get good at every single one. Combos, knockdowns, conversions, right? The absolute basics. And then what does your character actually do? And what is their good shit? And then you'll get very far in fighting games. The conversation from this video is all actually from my live stream on twitch.tv. So if you want to come hang out and watch some fighting game stuff, I would genuinely love to have you. I typically stream on weekdays over on my account. It's just Wonubi, just like on here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.